Hey y'all, good morning. Toast Evers. We're just gonna do another some zucchini relish for the ones that never caught it the other day. So we got everything prepped up. We got our sugar and our spices, our turmeric, our black pepper, our dill seed, our sugar, our vinegar, and our cornstarch in the pot. Now we're gonna start slowly diluting this. Bring this to a white boil. We already got the zucchini rinsed off in under. Medium low, medium high heat to boil. Bring it to a boil. This is, like I said, it's the 6 cups of sugar, teaspoon and a half of dill seed, 3/4 teaspoon turmeric, 3/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, uh, half a teaspoon of pepper. Hey, Killer. Killer's at it again. You hear him in the background because he's blind. He, whenever he hears anything, he just kind of barks and lets everybody know that, hey, something's going on here that's different. He's my best buddy. He's a pit bull. He's 11 years old, and some reason he started going blind about a year and a half ago. But we just keep everything perfect for him, eh, buddy? Yeah. So he's got a place, and nobody's hurting him, and we take good care of him. And we try to keep everything in the house in the same position. We don't try to change things around because if we do, it just messes him up, and then he starts running into furniture, and that's not good. I don't like giving him too many obstacles. And his big brother Jack takes good care of him too. So. But I had Spike and Jack for almost 11 years now, so you know what I mean. They're really proud of our family. They're our babies. You know, they're kind of just like our kids. Like our boys are all grown up and moved out and got their own families. These guys are. We've raised these guys from rescues. Like I said, we've had them for 11 years now. They're the best buddies in the world. You know, if you own fur babies, you know. What we got here? You right here on this thing? Sure. Here you go. Sure. Let's share this to Facebook. Yeah, go share it to Facebook. See if anybody come and join us this morning. And what's this mean? Just put out a public share. Maybe somebody come out just. If not, don't matter. I don't mind making videos for, maybe somebody check it out. Maybe somebody learn something. Hey, you know, like I said, I don't only dab. You know what I mean? I don't only smoke cannabis. I'm a man of many means. I can cook. I can clean. I can do somewhat carpentry. Somewhat of a mechanic. Somewhat of a jack of all trades, master of none, but you get the job done. I think so, anyway. Most of the time. Sometimes I need a hand here and there. I got some real good friends out there that don't mind giving a hand. Far and few between, mind you, but I have a few real good ones. And you guys know who you are. Even if you're not watching this video, you guys know who you are. And you know that you have my utmost respect. Yeah, just get the sugar and that all diluted and melted down before we add the zucchini. Everything blend it well. All the spices and the sugar and the vinegar and the turmeric and the ginger, the nutmeg, sorry, excuse me, no ginger in there, the cornstarch, the nutmeg, the celery seed, the pepper. That's kind of the main ingredients. And the zucchini and the onion. Of course, that was chopped 24 hours ago and shredded and put in the fridge with the canning salt. It's well, what I did is I took 5 nice big zucchinis, me and the wife, and we shredded them all. Once we had them all shredded, then we chopped the 4 cups of onions that go into it, and then put that in plastic bowls. Never use metal bowls, always plastic. I don't know what it is, but it states never use metal. Must be something with the metal and the zucchini and the onions that maybe cause bacteria or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, make sure you use plastic. Make sure if you don't have a cover for your plastic bowls, make sure you wrap them really good so your onions ain't drawing no bacteria out of your fridge. Because as everybody knows, onions is, once you cut them, if you don't use them all, throw them in the garbage, because don't put them back in your fridge, because they're just a bacteria sucker. You'll suck all the bacteria out of your fridge, and then the next time you go to use that onion, you're going to be putting all the bacteria in your body from that fridge. A lot of people don't understand that, but it's true. A little hint. You want to keep yourself healthy all winter? You may think I'm a stupid man, or you may think I'm a fool. But this is an old remedy from my grandmother, and I've used it all my life. And my wife don't hear me talking, neither do my boys. But if you take and you take an onion once a week, and you chop that onion up into chunk-size pieces. So take an onion and cut it in 4, and then cut it in 4 again, and then take each one of those chunks and put it into each one of your windows. I'll show you what I mean. You see the chunk onion in the window? That there absorbs all the bacteria in each room. It's crazy, but it does. Absorbs all the bacteria in the room. And it takes and keeps your home virus-free for the winter or summer. And it works really good. Because me and my wife, my wife was diagnosed with chronic pulmonary obstruction disorder, COPD, 2 years ago. And myself, I've had bronchitis all my life. Why I always talk with a hoarse rasp. But no, I use the onion trick in my windows, and I'll be honest with you, it's pretty cool. It works. Now we'll get the zucchini that we have soaking over here in ice cold water. Now we have the zucchini, and we have everything in the pot, all nice and all nice. Oh, if you could just smell that vinegar. Whoo, that cleans your sinuses. This is the sugar and the turmeric and the dill seed and the black pepper and the cornstarch and the 6 cups of sugar and the vinegar. And now that it's all come to a nice boil, now we're going to add the zucchini. Let me set the camera back up over here. All the way our zucchini. Go, 12 cups of zucchini, 4 cups of onions, some coriander, insert your colander right away because you don't want that zucchini staying stuck into your colander. Because that stuff is like, seems to be like concrete. Once it dries, it seems to be, there we go. It's all nice and clean now. Now we'll stir this into the mixture. Ooh. Oh, this just looks so good. Oh yes. Almost forgot one thing. Let me get the green peppers going here. Some red peppers. One of each. One red pepper, one green pepper. Doesn't matter what size, just your preference. Just shredded, just chopped up fine, small. You're making relish, so, you want everything relish size. You don't want it big chunks. You're not making salsa, you're making relish. So, you want it chopped up pretty fine so it goes on your hamburgers and your hot dogs. And whatever else you want to use it on, because it's awesome. You can use it on just about anything. I use it with steak and everything. I use it just as a side. Like I said, from the first time I tasted it from one of our great friends, Lisa Downs, because this is her recipe, or mom's recipe probably, or grandma's recipe. But it's an awesome recipe and it's very good and very easy. Anybody could make it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Because remember, I'm just an old dabber. That's all I do all day long is dab, 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 dab. That's what people think I do all day long. Just dab, dab, dab. Wake up in the morning, dab. Dab all day. Don't do nothing. Just dab. Just dab, dab, dab. Don't cook, don't clean, don't do nothing. I'll get this a little toss up. Mix them reds in there. Oh, that's just starting to look really good. By the time we have that green done up in there, it should be just starting to percolate up. Half our green pepper. The other half. And for all you guys out there that think this is for the ladies, I'll tell you one thing, dude. I've been with my lady for almost 40 years. And I'll tell you one thing. When I'm doing preserves, and I'm doing canning for the winter, well, I'll tell you one thing. My lady looks at me like, wow, you're the best thing since sliced bread, dear. You can do anything. You cook for me, you clean for me, you keep our house beautiful. Well, so much. Oh, this is really looking good now. I'll give you another little view of this. Now that everything is in the pot. Now, we're just going to bring this to a nice low boil. And once it starts to boil, well, we'll time it and we'll simmer it for 30 minutes. And then we'll bottle it in our nice clean bottles. And we should get another 5 bottles of sweet zucchini relish. This is just awesome. You know that? Very, very good. Well, maybe I'll go get my dab rig. We'll do that. There. Now, we'll do a little bit of a cleanup here, and then we'll get things going. Yeah. Cutting board. Gotta love industrial cutting boards. Compliments of my very good chef buddy Dave. Haven't seen him in a while. Must be working hard. Oh, this just smells so good. My God. So now, I'll move this back. Wash our cleaver. I don't like to leave my lever in the sink. I like to wash it right away after I use it. Put it away because my knives are very sharp and I try to keep them very sharp. And I don't like anybody getting hurt with my tools. And that's what I call them. They are my tools. Because if you ever seen me butchering a moose, you'd say, "Hey man, that's a guy's tools." There. You got the chillaxer, ZP, with the Ben Shader stickies all over it. Hey, those are some stickers, I'll tell you that, because I got them on my truck, okay? And here in Canada, we had frost the past 2 nights. Not last night, though. Last night was nice. But the night before, and the night before that, we had frost, where I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and there was ice all over my truck. Not much, but it was a nice light coating of heavy frost. So, I said, oh no, my stickers are going to come off, because somebody said that Ben's stickers come off. They don't stick. Well, it's almost, I think about 3 weeks since I got my order from Ben. Yeah, it's got to be about 3 weeks since I got my order from Ben. My t-shirts and my stickers and my wife's coffee cup. And I'll be honest with you. These stickers, I'm telling you, trendyasdabbers.com. Go check them out. They got a lot of nice t-shirts. I don't have mine on today because it's in the laundry, but I love wearing it because I get the most awesomest looks. Because myself, I really don't like the corporation. You know that. You know what I mean? I'm not your guy that's going to go and vote in your public elections or your provincial election or your federal elections. I'm not the guy that's going to go and say, oh, you need to vote Liberal, or you need to vote NDP, or you need to vote Conservative. I'm the guy that's going to tell you, fuck the corporation. Fuck the cock-sucking bastard taxes. Fuck the bullshit government. What the fuck gives them the right to be able to charge us money to live, money to be able to drive our vehicles? You know, look how much money the average person puts out a year just in Canada in insurance, in registrations for your vehicles, and driver's license. Just figure that out. And when you look at it, I just pay, $100 a month, $100 a year for my driver's license. So that's $10 a month you're taking out of your kids' pockets or off your table. And then your registrations are anywhere from $60 to $400 or $500, maybe $600 a year. So now when you start calculating that out, then you're taking 50, 60 bucks. And then your insurance on top of that, another grand, $3,000 a year, depending on what kind of vehicle you're driving or what kind of insurance you have or how many criminal offenses, traffic laws that you broke, the traffic laws of the government that's been screwing you around for 80 years. You know, like back in the day, back in my grandfather's day, there was no bullshit paying taxes. What a man made, a man kept, and fed his family and did what he needed to do. The government is never going to do anything for anybody. They're not there to help us. They're not there to help the little guy. Like I tried to explain to somebody that seen my Nay t-shirt. And it's got "fuck you" right across the front. But as a dumb, ignorant person that didn't know what it meant, but I give the guy, at least I give the guy credit for having the balls to come up to me, because I'm well known. And I give this guy, he's my son's neighbor, I give this guy credit, because one of the other employees in the store said, "Oh, I should say something about his t-shirt." And this employee told him, "Yeah, you should. Go and tell him." But the first employee backed down. But the second employee, knowing me, knowing my son, because he's my son's next door neighbor, came up to me in the aisle, and he politely said, "Same to you." And then I explained to him what the "fuck you" meant. And then he understood. And then he was like kind of dumbfounded at first. And once I told him and I explained it to him that the "fuck you" meant fuck the corporation and police brutality, you know what I mean? Fuck the government. Fuck the big guy. Not fuck the little guy like you and me, because we're already fucked. The government fucks us daily. So, well, we're going to put a timer on this. For 30 minutes. Now that we got it at a nice little boil. I set the timer for 30 minutes. There we go. Oh, this just smells so good. And it tastes so good. That first batch, I broke into that already. I cracked one of them bottles open last night. But get back to my conversation about the t-shirt. Now, Nay is a great guy. I send out much respect to Nay. He's living the life in California, man. I wish I could do the same. But I live here in Canada. And I do have a federal license. I gotta thank my doctor and all the bullshit for that, really, because without him, I would have never got it 10 years ago. But, you know, like, it's just so much crap what we got to go through to get what we need for medicine. Like, I'm not a pill person. I've never been. You know what I mean? I don't put pills in my body. I you know, like, even the doctor tried to give me pills for anxiety and you know, it's just, I don't take pills. And like I told my doctor many times, I do not take pills. I will not take pills. It doesn't matter. I'll use my cannabis. I'll use my extracts, you know, as much as I can, for as long as I can. You know, I'm 55 years old. I use cannabis and extracts for pain. Because if any of you guys know me over there, you know what, you know, my real true friends know what this body's been through. You know, I hate to say it over and over again, but like, I did take a 36-inch tree butt to the face, working in a lumber mill, and it kind of destroyed my face and my brain, and this is why I use cannabis, because I will not use doctors' medication or pills or whatever you want to call them. Because to me, pills is just going to kill you. They're just going to kill you. It doesn't matter. Like I've had so many of my friends die because of pills. Peace. That there was a little bit of Northern Light number 5 X haze from OG Extracts out of Moncton. They're not a bad company. I really like their extracts. I haven't had the time or the funds to be able to do a good extract, so I have to rely on medical stuff for now. But it does do the trick when you can catch the good ones. Like I got lucky, and I'm kind of sticking to a few of the better ones that I've tasted and tried. So it's not so because there's a lot of them out there that's like really like, you know, myself, I've been doing extracts for over 4 years now, and and a shout out to my wife's good friend Hillary for the awesome maters. Look at these. These are awesome maters. She grows these in her garden. Like, these are awesome. And I wasn't a big tomato fan, but since I tasted Hillary's tomatoes, I'm a big tomato fan. And I love my toasted tomato and mayonnaise sandwich in the morning. It's so good. It's so good. Oh yeah, starting on a new reclaim batch. Just we drained it, and we got 7.6 grams of reclaim to do some of Nay's trendy as dabber right there. Nay, good buddy. Much respect to him. Check out his YouTube channel, check out his Facebook channels. 6 Facebook channels. Type in Ben Shader, and all his channels will come up. Click on follow, and click on add as friend. And he's a great guy. He's got a lot of good insight. But I'm going to tell you all right off the top. Don't disrespect the man in his house. It's his show. You know, if you want to ask questions, you know, if you don't understand something, never call him Ben in his show. Never. You're not family or anything like that, so never call him Ben. His name is, he goes by Nay, N-A-Y. And an awesome man. Much respect to him. He's got such an awesome life out there in California. And there last night, he was showing us another property that they bought down by the river, or that they already own, and he was doing a road onto it to be able to put his trailer there. Oh my God, what a place! Deer highway right through to the river, all kinds of critters all around. Well, me, I'm just a big naturalist anyway. Like all my friends that know me, I'm a naturist, but I'm also a gatherer and provider. You know what I mean? Because I have to be. I have a family of, you know what I mean, 3 boys, 12 grandkids, 1 great grandson, and you know, cost of feeding everybody is real expensive. So that's why we harvest our moose and our deer in the winter, in the fall, like this time of the year, and we harvest, and we butcher our meat, and we package all our meat, and we separate it between our families, And any elder that on the reserve here that ever asks us for any moose, or if they need any hand in the wintertime getting a moose or anything like that, I'm like right there to do it. I got no problem with that at all. I love being included into the process of gathering game for the elders. I love the feeling of being able to provide for the elders, knowing that, you know what I mean. I'm 55 years old and I can still do it. So I figure that as long as I can still do it and help out, if I can help out 5 elders a year, just five. If I can help out just 5 elders a year, to say that, yeah, they're going to have at least one meal of good moose meat every day uh, for the winter, it makes me pretty happy. I know most of the years I help out more than five, but like that's just me. That's just the person I am. A lot of people think I'm a pretty bad person. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't understand that. Like I'm just me. You know what I mean? I have this look. It's not because I'm mean. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm very. If you get to know me, I'm one of the best guys you've ever got to know. You know what I mean? Like I help people out that I've helped so many people out that I don't even know. You know what I mean? I've never met them before in my life. Don't have no clue of who they are. But if you're in need and you're stuck and you need a hand and I happen to be passing, well, I'm probably the guy that's going to stop and go out of my way to give you a hand. And I've done it countless times in my life, like not for any reward or not for any cash value, just to be able to say, you know what I mean? Here you go. You know what I mean? Very, very thankful that I was able to help you, and just pass it on. If you see somebody stuck in the same predicament that you were in, stop, give them a hand. Don't be scared. That's what's wrong with life now. Everybody's so scared of everybody. It's like, like when I grew up, like, everybody was friends. If you got in an argument with somebody, you got in a fight, bing bang, it was over in 2, 3 minutes, and you were best buddies again. But now it's like there's so much hatred, and I don't know, like sometimes I just look at the world and say, like, you know what I mean? It's going down the toilet. Like there's so much hatred, and nobody cares for anybody no more, and nobody nobody takes the time out to say, like, I love you, like take care of yourself, like I don't know what's coming to the world, like, really. A lot of people may think I'm just stupid, but like, really, like, I'm 55 years old and I've seen a lot in my life. Like, I've seen people die in front of me. I've seen, you know what I mean? I've seen so much, and I've almost died myself countless times, and and I've seen that, and that's why I don't believe in God. You know what I mean? That's why I don't believe in God. Because, like me, if there was a God, God would not allow small children to suffer the way He allow they suffer. You know what I mean? Like, if there was a God, there would be no pedophiles. Because there's no way God would allow a person to hurt a child. So that's right there. That's what disconnects me from the churches and those preachers and those bishops and those reverends and ministers and the whole belief in something that I can't see. I don't believe in stuff that I don't see. If I can't see it with these things, well, like, I don't pray to no God. There's no God that I pray to. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna start praying to God. It's just like I ain't gonna start voting in an election. You know what I mean? As I said, I'm 55 years old. I never voted in an election. Never will. Don't believe in it. I believe in living grassroots, traditional ways. Just do what I do. Harvest my food the way I harvest my food. You know, do what I can do to stay healthy and stay alive. And stay away from all the man-made pharmaceutical bullshit. As a, you know what I mean? Because really, I look around myself and I see, you know, so many people dying and so many young people dying. That's the thing. It's so many young people, like people that are younger than me, dying because they couldn't make the choice. And I always say this: everything you do in life is your choice. You know, you can't blame, you know, your father because he kicked your ass back in the day. You can't blame your mother because she got drunk and went out and partied. You can't blame society. You can't blame TV or video games because what you do in your life, and like I said, I'm 55 and I've been through a lot. And I'll tell you that everything you do in your life is a choice. You know, back in the day, I made some choices and I made some bad choices. You know, I did my time in federal prison. You know, I'm not proud of it. You know, but it is part of my life. You know, and I'll tell you one thing: doing time in federal prison over a plant myself is wrong. Okay. I did 4 years of my life in a federal prison over a plant because I was growing medical marijuana. I was growing my own medicine, and I got ratted out by a neighbor. And I'll tell you his name because I don't really give a fuck anyway. His name is Charles Huntington, and he still lives in Dundee, New Brunswick, next to my mother. And he's still a fucking rat. But anyway, I did 4 years of my life because this rat couldn't stay on his own property. So I did 4 years of my life in federal prison, but it never changed me as a man. It never changed my outlook on life. You know, I could have come out of prison and just went and popped the cap in Buddy's ass. But what would have that gave me? Would have took my family away from me again and would have took everything away from me. So I decided then that this was in 1996. So it wasn't yesterday. I decided then, 22 years ago, that that was the end. When I come out of prison, I would never go back to prison for no reason. I would not break the law no more. I would change my life. A choice that I made. A choice. Not anybody else's choice. My choice. To not do any criminal activities and live my life properly. So then, at this time, I was still working in and out of the mills. And then, lo and behold, accident happened. Almost took my head off and killed me. But it was a choice I made to run that machine. It was a choice I made that morning to go in there and say, yep, I'm going to run that machine just like I've done for 5 years. But machines do break. And that's what happened that morning. She jammed, and when she jammed, she kicked that tree back out. And that tree was 36 inches at the butt. and it almost took my head off. But the crazy thing about it, it never knocked me out. I was bleeding from here in my eyes, where my cheekbones had come out of my face. If you see, my forehead here is all split open. Down here. The facial features from this handsome gentleman on my chest with my beautiful queen to this. That's what happens when you take a tree in the face and live to talk about it. So, we'll do another shot of medication. Oh, and our zucchini relish is just coming really fine. Another 11 minutes, 25 seconds. Just on a nice low temp boil. Peace out. Now, that is what it looks like now. Look at that. Oh, don't that just look awesome? Sweet zucchini relish. A little bit of rain, boys. Yeah, we got some rain in Listy, boys. I guess that must be the rain coming from Pennsylvania. Hey, boys. Yeah. Yeah, it's raining out here, boys. Oh, there we go. Eight minutes left. Oh, it's just looking awesome, awesome, awesome.
Well, I should make a video of how to do rosin. No, not rosin. My press ain't good enough. My press ain't like Nays. I wish it was. My press is shitty. I got a crappy press. But I will have a good press. I will have a good press. In the next couple of weeks. A pneumatic 30-ton motherfucker. I'm gonna press some rosin. Pure rosin. Oh, this is so beautiful, guys. Oh my God. This is just so. 5 minutes, 49 seconds to bottle. Oh, that's just, oh my God. It just looks so awesome. Yeah, let's turn the camera around so you can really see it. Look at that. Oh, it just looks awesome. Sweet zucchini relish. 30 minutes to cook. 24 hours to set. Probably about 1 hour shredding zucchini. 10 minutes to get everything ready to get it cooking. All your spices and everything like that. It's just a little bit. It's not like rocket science. But the longest thing is just to leave it set overnight in the fridge. But besides that, it's just easy peasy. And it's just beautiful. Oh, sweet zucchini relish. Oh my God. That's just yum. Like I said, I'm just waiting on the peppermint oil because they didn't have none at the shop. I gotta wait and see until 10 o'clock for the health food store to open at the mall to see maybe they might have some. If they have some, well, then I'm gonna do up a video of how to make Nays paint oil. Because it's a very good product and very easy to make, and will help you with a lot of your ailments. Like you got, you know what I mean. You got arthritis, you got fly bites. I'm pretty sure it's even good for eczema. I haven't tried it on my eczema because my eczema is not bothering me right now, but I'm sure that it would even be good for the eczema because of the products that it's made with. The Reclaim, the coconut oil, and the peppermint oil. I'm not sure. I can't be 100% sure, but as I said, I'm pretty reliant that it would work on eczema. Because it works for everything else from what Nay says. It works for everything from your lip balm, good lip balm, to now we'll get our bottles open here. already washed them, dried them, sealed them all. So we should just need 5. And 2 minutes left. And this will be ready to bottle. Oh my God, this is just beautiful. Well, even though nobody stopped by, it's all right. I'll get a following sooner or later. When people start realizing that, hey, I do different things besides just dabbing. I dab and I cook and I clean and I talk. And anyway, what about the mill accident? I still survive. I still survive every day because I use cannabis. Not because I use cannabis, but cannabis is a part of my my recovery because of the fact is that I would never take no pills and I would never, I won't take no pills. And I prefer just to live my life that way. Not doing no man-made pills, keeping my body and my wife's body clean of all pills. We just don't do them. It's not in our life. So we're going to turn this off. We got 12 seconds left before the timer goes off. So we can wash that after we're done. And there we go.
What's up, Bob?
Timer off. And now we'll grab our spoonie. And we start bottling. Oh, I'm going to be smart this time. The bottles kind of got hot last time. So, we're going to go this way. Oh, that looks so nice. Bottle. The pop just popped in. The top just popped in. Pop. Number 2. Oh, bottle number 2. That's 3. Bottling, 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 bottling sweet zucchini relish. Oh, gotta love preserves. Like, you can't beat this. Like, phew. Yeah. It cost me all of $20. Not even. Not even $20. Because the zucchini were free. The sugar was the only thing that really cost anything. Because everything else they had here. All my spices and that I've already had here for the past couple of years. Canning, bottling, and pickling. So, really, to make 10 bottles of zucchini relish, then 500 milliliter bottles. 10 500 milliliter bottles. It cost me $6. $6.60 to make 10 bottles of sweet zucchini relish. Because everything's from the garden. Onions are from the garden, zucchini's from the garden. Like I said, the spices I already had here. Only thing is the sugar that I had to buy because we don't usually use sugar. And I talked to somebody about the maple syrup thing, and they didn't recommend it. So they told me that the maple syrup will probably make a taffy once I recooked it. So, and I kind of understood that. So I said, yeah, I'll just keep the maple syrup for making candy. And making maple syrup taffy once it snows again. Or I could just grind up some ice. Grandkids are like that. Grandpa gets the ice shaver out and grind up some ice and boil up some maple syrup and make some maple syrup taffy. A lot of people won't think of that. Just because it's summertime, you can still make maple syrup taffy if you got the maple syrup and an ice grinder. You just get an ice shredder and shred a bunch of ice. And you just put it in a little steel pan. Boil your maple syrup. Well, I should do that. That would be a good one. Show people how to make maple syrup candy. Yeah, but it's in the fall of the year now, but you can do this anytime. Yeah, I could show them how to do it anytime. Let's do. I could do that. Yeah, I'll do another video of how to make maple syrup shavings. Candy. Nice shaving candy. I bet you that would be really good too. And some maple syrup. Don't have to get it. I already got a few gallons here. Of course. I'm Canadian. I got maple syrup. It's part of our heritage. Like igloos. You know? That's what the Americans think we live in. Igloos. We all live in igloos. And some of us live in houses. And it doesn't snow all the time up here. It does snow. Mind you, it does snow. Don't get me wrong. It's just around the corner. That shit. Okay. Bouquet number 5. Bouquet number 5. So that makes 10 500 milliliter bottles of sweet zucchini relish. For a total cost of $6.50. And that's enough zucchini relish to supply for the whole winter. So I guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to rename the channel from the Canadian East Coast Dabbing Crew to the Canadian East Coast Dabbing and Cooking Crew. I guess. I'm going to start doing a cooking channel. Maybe we can teach some of you guys out there how to survive. You know, how to be a prepper, how to, you know. Because pretty soon you're not going to be able to get everything out of the stores, guys. You know, you got to get ready for this. This is coming. And it's not a joke. You know. Like I always say, you think the government's there because they like you? No, they don't like you. Well, if you're young, you're profit. If you're old like me, you're useless and you're got no fucking money value. So the government don't got no use for you. Okay, so you gotta understand. Once you hit a certain age, you're no longer used to the government. Or if you fight the corporation, you're no longer used to the government. And me? Well, guess what? I do both. I fight the corporation and I hate the government because I'm an old dude. I've seen too much. I've listened to too much of their bullshit. And there we go. 10 bottles. Flip the camera around here. Oh, there we go. 10 bottles of sweet zucchini relish. Don't you just think? Oh, look. And it's so simple. So simple to make. And so very good. Look at that. 10 bottles. 1, 2, 3. 10 bottles. 10 bottles. 500 milliliter bottles. And truthfully, if you would go out and buy the green peppers and everything like that, if you don't have them growing in the garden, like green peppers are so easy to grow. Like anybody can grow them. You don't need to be the rocket science to grow green peppers or red peppers or zucchini. Like zucchini, as long as you got a good recipe. Oh, I'm going to make Nae's tea and I'm going to give that recipe. I'm sure Nae won't mind that at all because he's got it all over the Trendy Ass Dabbers channel. So you could go to Trendy Ass Dabbers too and find out. So we're going to cut this loose. And like I said, my next video will be how to make paint oil because I'm just waiting on my peppermint. My peppermint is my big thing I don't got. So I got to wait on my peppermint. Once I got my peppermint, then I'm going to be able to do a video on how to make the paint oil. So, peace out.